like, hey, hey. Lick it.
All right, there you go. Hold on. I gotta get your PB on here, bro. All right, let's go ahead. Let's release him. Woo! Gotta get Anwar releasing his PB out here. Rub him and keep him there for a minute. Rub him, keep him there. Get him a little bit deeper. Yeah, go ahead. All right, he's looking good. And he's gone.
Man, do you see the size of that catfish? Man, I remember. It reminds me when my dad he didn't know nothing about fishing, right? So my aunt's boyfriend at the time said, "Hey, why don't you come with us? On the deep. We're going on this boat, and we're gonna do some fishing." So my dad was like, "Okay." So he asked me if I wanted to go. I said, "Yeah, sure." So that was like my first time really fishing. We went 2 hours out into the Atlantic Ocean, and they were out there fishing for bluefish. Bluefish. So my dad it was crazy. See, I was blessed enough to grow up with a dad. And, I'm going to get back to the story, but, these young black males, it would be good, the young black males in the community that really don't have a dad in the household, have somebody, take them out, to go fishing. Don't have to be on a deep, sea fishing thing, just take them to the docks and stuff. Something to get a new experience. If they living in the hood or whatever, and I would love to do something like that. But I still think it's possible, go out in the nature, But I have to, if I do well in, my content making and stuff like that, that's what I plan on doing. I would love to do that. And I think something like that. I think these young guys, young black males need to be exposed to more good stuff like that. Like this guy's out in nature, man. Look at the size of that catfish. But anyway, getting back to the story, my dad didn't know nothing about fishing. I mean, this is a guy who's a mechanic. He's been a mechanic. That was his career, working on cars and stuff. So he had a fish line in the water, and he caught a bite. So they would say, "Hey, reel it in." Everybody on the boat, on the deck was like, "Yeah, reel it in. He got a catch." So the fish, they have to pull the fish out, and the fish went on the deck, and it was bouncing all around. It was a big fish, a big bluefish, right? My dad started punching the fish with his fist. He didn't know how to handle the fish and stuff like that, so he started punching the fish. Oh, man. I never forget that day. My aunt ended up getting seasick, because she was with us so long. She got seasick, and she had to go back into the cabin of the boat, It was a pretty nice sized boat. But what I was, the reason, it just brought me back to this by seeing this video here, So anyway, I thought it would be real nice to get some of these young guys, young boys out of the neighborhood, and because they probably haven't really experienced much in life, and this would be something new, man. It might change their lives. It really might. I mean, it was a story about Jay-Z when he caught the bus. He had to go to another school system, I believe it was, and I think he's told a story. If I'm telling it correctly, he had to take the bus, 2 buses out to another community. And it was like, really nice community, with people who were kind of well off and stuff like that. So, I mean, he's going through this neighborhood and he's looking at these houses. And he's like, you know what? I would like to, I'm going to own something like that one day. That's the way I would like to live. And you see how that had a paradigm shift in his thinking just by that experience right there. Had he not ever had to catch that bus, if the school systems had not had that program, he would never had that experience, So, just saying that something like this could just change the life, something that if they had all they see in their lives with the city or the urban areas and stuff like that, just one day of having them out in something like this could be a total change in their lives. Seriously. I'm serious. And I was just blessed enough when we were younger, growing up in a mom and dad household. My dad took trips every year, he piled us all up in the car and, we went on vacation and stuff, we were every year, he'd take a month off from work because that's how much time he had, and that experience of going to Niagara Falls, to Florida, to New Orleans, different places and stuff like that, he had us all over the place. That experience alone opened me up to in my mind, to newer, wanting newer things, and it opened my mind up, So, that would be good, and I would love to do something like that because I had a mentorship. I mentored, I talked about in another video, I mentored 4 boys, young boys that didn't have fathers in the household when they was younger back, some years ago. But I would love to do that. But anyway, that's beautiful, man. That big, beautiful fish. Wow. Nature. Just love it. It's just, wow. Yeah.